welcome back. So today we got a box. Kind of looks like a game changer box, but 100% is not a game changer box. I have a feeling this is from Horizon, and this is going to be our warranty parts. Warranty parts for the slop that's in those ball joints. God, that's messy. You just can't help but look at these things and go, you didn't notice that? Right out of the box, that thing's sloppy? I know some people were telling me that the slop that's normal. 100% not normal. As you guys can see, I have, let me get the little Outcast. I say little, but it is 6S. You can see both wheels moving now. And we'll put that over there. If you guys haven't seen my 4S Outcast, if you see, it says 6S, that's because my 4S is no longer a 4S. It has a 6S BLX 185 ESC and motor combination in this beast. And yes, all the diffs are rebuilt to hot racing, front and rear. So the only weak point on this thing is the center drive shaft. That thing gets it. Haven't broke the center drive shaft yet, but it's got a lot of slop in it now. And that's why I run these itty bitty tires on it, just so it'll spin. If I run the 4S backflips on it, it's definitely going to strip out that drive shaft. But we're talking about the ExB Roller and the steering issue that I've shown. So here's the warranty stuff. We're going to show the parts number list. As you see, they peel off the label, stick it on the outside of the box. Pulled the parts off the shelf, which means they had these parts in stock, and there's a reason these parts are in stock. So we're going to go over the part numbers. Composite ball cups set. There you go. Arrma 330744. They sent me a set of those. It's funny, this package only comes with 2. But pivot ball M4 by 11.19.5. So these I think are the outers. Arrma 330629. You'll need 2 of those, 1 for each end. And then the inner pivot ball M4 by 11 by 15.4 millimeters, 2-piece Arrma 330563. So it's going to take these 3 packages to fix these arms, and they're not the same length. So I'm going to grab the caliper tool, I'm going to measure these things out, and then we're going to set them up. Because they're not, I think one side was longer than the other side, and I can't remember which is which, but I put the regular ready to run Creighton arms, steering arms, the thin ones, on this, and it's been flawless since I've done that. But we want to get these thicker arms back on. I want to get these arms back on to my Creighton, because my Creighton is armless right now. No steering arms on it. And I'm going to get this thing cleaned up, and we're going to get my Creighton M2C roller cleaned up, freshened up, put back together, and get it out of my house. Gonna get that thing sold. Now that I have the parts, we are going to fix this issue. Now, if you guys want to pay for these parts, you're more than welcome to, but I went ahead and made the call, and it's covered under warranty. So let me grab the caliper tool. I'm going to get you guys lowered down. We're going to take some measurements of these arms, and then I'm going to set these arms up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my caliper. I still haven't got a battery for this thing. See if this is going to work for me. This might not work. I'm going to grab my other measuring tool. Here's my measuring square. We're going to use that because it's longer. And get that put away. Here is my clear square. I use this thing for drawing straight lines. Now that I got you closer, so there's our measurement. I know it's clear. I like using centimeters. So 18.5 centimeters. What I mean by old school way. So I'm gonna have to hold it with a pair of pliers. So I'm gonna take a look at these, and we're gonna take a look at these threads. See if there is any threads in here. So this kit comes with sway bar end links, which those aren't threaded. And so we're gonna have to cut our own threads onto these things. These are not threaded, which is gonna make my life even harder screwing it onto this. But before I go through all that work, we're gonna pop these balls onto the end of these plastics, which sucks because I have a feeling popping these things on and then trying to cut threads through this, it could loosen these things up. But I'm going to try to pop these things on and then screw them on the correct way by looking at these. And these should be 45 from each other. And they both are. So yeah, they should be about 90 from each other. So this one's just a little off. I'm going to set them up 90 from each other. That way at least I know. And then one nut is on one side, and one nut, as you see, there's a nut side, even though it's part of it. And then this has got a nut side. So I'm going to pop this pillow ball on for this side, and then I'll pop a pillow ball on for the other side, which is going to be the other package, which is this package. So there's the longer one, and there's the shorter one. And this is what I mean by I'm the warranty now, because I have to sit here and deal with all this, which sucks, because I need to assemble this thing, which is now going to take an hour out of my day, plus the 2 hours I waited by my table just to make the warranty claim. So I'm 3 hours into this and I haven't even wrenched yet. Truly sucks, guys. I know it's not much to complain about, but I'm going to keep complaining about it because it's not right. So I normally have this socket for the bigger ones, which it's going to work on this one. I'm going to grab a hammer and show you how I do this. Now with the camera being on the bench, you guys are going to, here's my 3-pound hammer. Now it might be smart to throw these things in a bucket of hot water to get them warm before doing this. But when I called and asked, he said, no need to do that, you just pop them in. So I'm going to do this the old school way. So I'm going to put this in like this. We're going to take this and we're going to try popping this thing in. and I am on a padded table. Reason I got the socket underneath it is because it's longer on one side. Normally I try to throw my Torx bit in there and do it this way because I don't want to damage the threads. But looking at it, do it on the nut side, looks like it's going to work. And hopefully it'll pop in on one hit, and that's why I'm doing a 3-pound hammer. And then hopefully it won't snap this thing. It doesn't on the shocks, but we're going to give it a shot right now, and we'll see what happens. And camera's probably going to shake a lot because it is on the table. Too far? And look at that. Still sloppy. It is literally still sloppy. Yep. So, since this one came out sloppy, which really sucks, because that's got movement in it. Which is no good. So this has now wasted my time. So it's funny, I've got these long shock rod ends in here, and then we have short ones. So these must be for the rear links. Man, I'm pretty upset that this is this way. And if I heat it up, it's still going to be sloppy. It's not going to shrink back down. I don't know what the deal is. This one would go there. I'm going to try popping another one in. And then on the other set, on these two, I'm going to go ahead and boil them in hot water and see if that helps. I don't think it's going to. It's just going to soften them up. I mean, it's 100 degrees here right now. You know what I mean? It's not like the plastic's cold. So let me pop this thing in. Popped in, and sloppy. Not as sloppy, but that's still got movement. And it's funny, it's not as sloppy, but any kind of slop like that, 1 or 2 runs in, and then to have that on both sides, like this, look how sloppy that is. 1 run, it's going to start stretching that. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to waste my time with this. So I'm going to go ahead, boil those things, and we'll be right back. All right. So in the kitchen with our links, got a pot of water boiling. We're going to throw those things in there. We're going to give them 5 to 10 minutes, medium well. Then we're going to go pop in these links and see if they're working. We'll be right back. All right, bring it to a nice crispy boil. They are warm. So 2 minutes under a boil. Let's get back to the bench and see how this does. All right, so got a hot pot of Arrmas. Leave that one in there so it's nice and hot. Ooh, that thing's a little crispy. Little warm. Don't want to burn myself. That one's popped on. We're going to throw these in the freezer to shrink them back down. Popped right on. Ooh, hot water. And they are sloppy. This is the warm one. And that one's sloppy too. Let's go throw them in the freezer. Cooking with Earl. We're gonna throw these things right in here. We're gonna give it a few minutes. Stop looking at my chicken. But I'm gonna let them cool down and then we're gonna check them. All right, 10 minutes in the fridge or the freezer. Let's grab these arms. Stop looking at my chicken. Be right back. All right, got these nice cold links that were heated up, pressed in, and then stuck in the freezer to see if they shrink back up. And still the same amount of slop. Not as much as the ones I've took out, but look at the slop on that thing. So, am I wasting my time? Yes, I am. 100%. This is going to create a problem. So at this point, what do? Do I run the bigger links or do I leave it the way it is? I think my best bet is to order up a set of stock Creighton or Outcast links because they don't seem to have an issue. These big ones, there's an issue and Arrma needs to address it. Something's wrong, I think, either with this plastic or with these pillow balls being the wrong size. I'm betting it's going to be in the new plastic. That whatever hole this was supposed to be cut out to is not the right size. So, with all that being said, guys, I tried the warranty process. It didn't work. I'm going to now call Arrma back, talk to Horizon Hobby, tell them that these links are just as sloppy, that there is an issue, and you guys should call as well. Because this is not a fix for this issue. This issue, these links have got slop in them, and the older Outcast, ready to run, thinner links do not have slop in them. So, I don't know. At this point, I don't know what to do. So, just another one of those things that, you know, we become, and this is why I said that these links should have been shipped back to Arrma and they should have looked at the problem before sending me parts like this, because the problem still lies in the same issue. Somebody in the tech department needs to look at this and compare it to their old links, because their old links don't have slop in them. And to tell me that this is normal, it's not normal. This thing is basically going to keep hammering on this end until one of the impacts this thing's going to be oblong and it's going to snap the end off. Or it's going to snap over here because you're hammering on this end. So this 100% is not a fix. Like, comment, subscribe. Give me your thoughts. We'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks for watching.